Today I'm going to show you how I use reusable pods with my Nespresso virtual machine. First up, the tools I use are my grinder, the espresso J Ultra, and I'm using an inexpensive scale. I just have a holder here, like an old sake cup, an old espresso cup, and I'm using the pod from my Malazio. You want to use no more than 8 grams because it takes weight of 14 grams in this size, and this weighs 6 grams, and this would go here. If I tar that out, you can see it's 0 now, and if I put this on, it's 6 grams. And the Malazio pod by itself, that's 14.9. Tar that out, 6.0. So the object here is to have it under 14. Okay, so what I'm going to do, very simply, is I'm going to put beans in. I like to blend my blends. So that's 2.5, and I'm using the Bourbon, that's what that one is. Now I'm going to use the Grand Crema, another 2.5, and lastly, the Super Crema, and I'll bring that up to 7.9 or 8.0. There we go, 8.0. I'm going to take my J Ultra, line that real fast. Now the ground. This is a stainless steel, double layered, 5.5 ounce cup. And transfer the beans. And it's 8.0. Perfect. Just going to brush anything off, okay? To get the pot to be reusable, I've taken the Malazio or any of the other pods, and I've just cut around the edges to remove the top piece of foil. That's all I had to do. Now you see what it looks like. I put the silicone tops on. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the espresso machine, 2, 3, 4, 5, by pressing 5 times in the open position. And the orange light flashes, and then it will resettle. There it goes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece off. I'm going to put my scale underneath. I'm going to put the cup on, zero that out, open the machine, put my pot in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually do this so that it gets set in memory every time I put 8 grams into the Malazio style barcode pod. So here we go. Great. I like a cafe crema, which is a little thicker than coffee, a little bit more body than regular coffee, and not quite as much as espresso. Here we go. Now I'm going to stop it. And it runs off. We're at 84.2 grams. Beautiful. Let's taste this sucker. Look at that beauty. Now every time I use the machine, it's going to always have the same amount, the same weight. Oh, that's just perfect. That's just perfect. If you want to reset this, let's just get this out. So I'm going to eject the pod. And if I want to reset it, again, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it resets. Anyway, that's how I use my Nespresso Vertuo with reusable pods with the silicone top. If you want to get the scale's on Amazon. It's relatively cheap. I forgot what it is, 15, 20 bucks, but I've had it for a year or so, and it works perfectly every day, every time. Anyway, I hope that was interesting. I hope you get something out of it. And one thing I do want to mention, if you have too much weight in the pod, let's say you put in 9 grams or 10 grams or 11 or even 8.3, and you press and you go, you're going to get the red light of death up here. It's going to be a red light twice, and it won't run. You're going to have to eject it. But what's going on is just that you have too much weight, too much coffee in the pod. You got to reduce it down to 8 grams or less. And I've had one sip of coffee. You can see after the foam goes down, it's probably about 3/4 of the way up, and it's beautiful. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your coffee. Have a good one.